He's going to go in for a poison, and that's not going to be enough, baby. The balloon's on the tower, and we have all the power in the world. Hey, what's up, guys? It's SirTagCR, and here back again to crush opponents with a balloon giant freeze deck that no one ever expects. When you have 4 bait cards, it is extremely easy to bait out all of your opponent's spells. If you go for your skeletons or your minions, your opponent wastes their small spells on the things that don't matter, and then you hit them up with the skeleton army on defense, they're never able to break through. You go in for your giant plus minion horde, and they don't have their arrows because they wasted on the minions. You can freeze them, destroy them, and take a tower in seconds. So let's go jump straight some games and assert some dominance. I upload daily videos on the channel, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. And a huge thank you to all of you beautiful people using creator code SirTag. All money from creator code SirTag makes it possible for me to upload daily videos while I take full-time college courses. So thank you guys that are supporting me and helping me grow the channel. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're gonna sauce out of good luck, and we're just gonna give this guy a lot of love because maybe he just needs some love in his life to go and spam some stuff at the river. That's all he needs, the necessary requirements for this man to go and drop his cards. So yeah, it fueled his aggression. He goes in for the Dark Prince in the back right into our minions. We are galvanizing a massive push, and it is going to work out wonderfully. If our opponent decides to go in for a zap like that, well, he still has to deal with the counter push of the minions and the skeletons. Oh, baby, I love it. I love it so much. He dropped his zap, and he also dropped his tornado. He's down a lot of elixir, and I can spam whatever I want right now. Obviously, you're going to be able to shut down the giant, but can you stop the balloon? I don't think so, bro. You're going to go for a freeze. Oh, but do you know that I got one too, brother? If you don't know, now you know. And that hurts a lot to see for you, Sir. Oh, my gosh. Oh, okay. I see you, sir. You're a very cultured man in the ways of the balloon freeze. You are one and the same. And honestly, you have only you to blame after you drop that zap. That was interesting to say the least. So right now I'm up a lot, but he's got Inferno Dragon, he's going to have Freeze, and he's going to end up having maybe even a Pekka deck. But I am so hyped to see someone going for a Freeze on defense, and you're like, no, not today, sir. So I'm able to go in for Skeletons whenever I want. I'm also, oh, you know what? I have Skeletons to distract the Pekka. Why not just drop everything that I have in the left-hand lane? Why not go full spam? When you go full spam, you never go back. So we're going to go in for those minions at the river to shut down the Inferno Dragon. He's going to have Pekka and Inferno Dragon. So this guy is a mischievous fellow. Obviously, those skeleton dragons would be able to kill my skeleton, so I need to wait a little bit. He's going to go in for a tornado or something, so we got to go in for our skeleton army after. We perfectly planned that. We were like, you know what? He's going to end up dropping spells. He will end up taking the tower, but if we finish this all off and not get 3 crown, I'm okay with it. I'm vibing with it still. He doesn't have the skeleton dragons in cycle. He lost his tornado. He dropped his zap. He's down a lot of elixir. Yeah, you can freeze and drop an Inferno Dragon, but I'm pretty sure you know how this one ends, bro. It's a rinse and repeat of the same transaction that happened before. There's nothing that you can do but roll down to the floor. So I think at this point, I just go in for more minions. I can go in for a skeleton army and also a giant here. Oh, this is going to be a giant success story, guys. Skeletons and giant coming together, the dynamic duo. Oh, he drops a tornado too. This is hilarious. I think he definitely should not have done that. I think you done goofed, Aaron. I think you done messed up. If you go in for a balloon here, I can just go for minions. Please, drop the giant in front. Keep the minions alive. Let me have this. Maybe you'll have simple needs in life. If those skeleton dragons die, I can go in for a balloon here too. I think he's going to tornado. I think he's literally going to tornado those minions. There's no way he doesn't, right? He's too much of a certified savage to not do that. Oh, come on, bro. You know you want to. That's what I'm talking about. Minion Horde completely kills that. Nope, I guess it doesn't, but I can giant in the middle now. Oh, wait. Things are getting a little bit too spicy in the kitchen right now. I do not like that one. If I giant and I minions and I go for a skeleton army, we can still walk away with a proper win, but at this point, I need a little bit more fun in this kitchen, baby. We're going to go in for the minions, the balloon, and the giant, the surprise secret sauce that this man just wasn't ready for. It was too hot for him to handle, and we need that death damage, and we walk with a win. GG, well played and peace out, buddy. Such a fun game. Every single game that you play with this deck, even if it's going to be against a Pekka Inferno Dragon deck, is going to be an eventful game that you can win if you play correctly. All right, guys, we got a game against Yuppo. What's up, dude? What is going on? So right out of the gate, we want to fool this man. We're putting on a facade, just a whole show for him. He's like, oh, you got skeletons. You definitely have a fast cycle deck. And then we realize that we don't have a cycle deck at all. We've got giant minions minion horde. So our deck is all about the tricks. The sorcery here, sir, is unparalleled. So, first things first, we want to go in for a giant. Okay, we have to wait for the cannon cart to lock on because the princess is just going to be able to finish everything off. So, we're going to shut it all down with the skeleton army. Definitely get a log or something out of him. Princess is out of cycle, so I can go balloon in the right. Not going to go cascade all of our spam right into a hunter. I'm not about that life. As much as you want that to happen, sir, it's just not going to go your way. So, I'm going to go in for skeletons here afterward just because I want that to go there. I want the bandit to just keep walking towards our tower after it finishes off the skeletons, and then I can go for minions afterward. So if you drop your minions counter onto the hunter and you drop it in front, it just gets evaporated. So I have to wait for that thing to lock on as well. It's just, you know, an eventual cycle of allowing your opponent to get damage, but you will gradually, slowly but surely, whittle them down faster. So yet again, guys, we know he's going to have cannon cart. So that princess, it is done. It is toasted and roasted. But at the same time, look at his tower. It's a 666. Definitely not a happy space. So what are you going to do, dude? Are you going to go in for a bandito and then go in for a cannon cart on the opposite side? That would be awesome. I'd vibe with that, sir. Are you not about it? I'm just going to go for a giant here. Giant plus minion horde is really aggressive. But you guys know what our deck is like. Oh, wow. Right into Royale delivery. I guess that wasn't very intelligent, guys. I was not a prudent investor of my elixir. We kind of just threw it away and burned money right there. But we'll bounce back. I'm going to go for skeletons here, and I can follow up with a minions here and then go for a skeleton army. So then the cannon cart locks onto that instead. We're going to lose almost everything to that princess. But at the same time, as long as the cannon cart's not alive anymore, I'm okay with that. I don't want the cannon cart to win him the game. I'm just hating cannon cart these days because if you don't have a sufficient answer, you just lose. So we're going to go for our minion horde here, and I have to arrows onto this. I don't like that either, but, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So what are you going to do about that, though? Royale delivery again. Okay, so wall breakers get countered by skeletons. That's a vibe. That's a 1-for-2 trade. The only way you can get positive elixir trades against that, by the way. No big deal. All right, so if I go for minions and I go for a freeze or arrows, that's also a good vibe. But I need him to drop something that I can end up getting value on. I guess I'm just going to freeze so I guarantee the tower. That's really good for me, right? If I guarantee the tower, we're vibing with it. All skeletons on top of the goblins. Dude, do you not get any damage with that? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Lining up the value for me here. Just giving it on a silver platter, my dude. Does he realize that I have freeze? I can freeze the goblin barrel, bro. I can freeze the goblin barrel, bro. I'm ready. My body is prepared. I was made for this moment. All we need to do is freeze the goblin barrel, guys. If he drops a small spell, he'll be like, wait, that goblin was supposed to snag the tower. And little did he know, despite him having more damage done overall, we run away, we commit the bank heist, and we are successful. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and we're going to see what's happening. So just got to give him the casual E-Barb's licking emote. Just, you know, to stare into his soul a little bit. What are you going to do about that, brother? So we're the skeletons in the back, and we still haven't seen anything. So I could arrows. I can just go in for a minion horde. I mean, there's a couple choices here, but I'm just going to go for an arrow. So as long as he doesn't have a log bait deck, I am not screwed by that play. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I can go for minions, but then he'll drop an anti-air counter in the same lane. I think it's fine. I think it's fine because then I can rush balloon opposite lane. Also, maybe just maybe, he'll overcommit to the right-hand lane, and then I can just go for a minion horde, counter it, and then work my way through. So I'm going to go for a minion horde here. We're going to shut down that, make sure he doesn't get any hits. I think he's going to go for another anti-air card. Yes. So he goes in for a snowball, and he uses Electro Wizard right out of the gate. That's what we really like to see. So, I don't know if you're going to have any other small spells or whatever you're going to have. You're still going to have to dish out more elixir towards the skeleton army. Or, he loses the goblin cage. He loses his Electro Wizard and his snowball. So now he's in a very uncomfortable situation with a giant balloon coming at him. So, when you're playing against Graveyard and your opponent decides to do something like that, you just trade towers. You're like, dude, do you realize what you just did? I don't care about my tower. You're running Graveyard. You want to be in a controlled game. We're just all about controlled chaos, bro. We are raining down the pain and saucing out as much damage as possible to destroy your towers, your hopes, and your dreams. So, at this point in the game, guys, we're in a pretty good spot. If we tower trade early on against a Graveyard player, that's what you want to do. Against Hog Rider decks and other stuff, it can be a little bit more difficult because, you know, they don't have a win condition that relies on the King Tower not being activated. But Graveyard, you have double the dominance on top of all the skeletons, and he'll be exceptionally sad panda. And you can drop your giant and your balloon in the middle. It's kind of like almost as good as an RG. So I'm going to go in for a minion horde in the left. I can expect him to either go in for an Electro Wizard or a Snowball. I don't know. I just don't want to play super aggressive just yet. We want to wait and see what this man's going to do. So I can giant in the back right. I'm going to make sure that I make my push work. He's going to lose everything here. Oh my gosh, you're overcommitting like a madman. You are crazy. You drop an Electro Wizard, you drop your Fisherman. That's easy value for us. You are not going to get that much damage. I get your poison out of cycle, and now I get a free minion horde. This is free real estate, baby. And you know the best time? 2 brains work better than 1.
Double trouble.
And most people say the giant balloon is brainless, but I gotta say, with double the giants, I feel like we got some dominance in the house, guys. I love this deck so much. It is so fun to play. And it is extraordinarily unwelcome for your opponent to see 2 giants showing up at their front door, banging down the door saying, "Sir, let me in." And if you don't, well, I'm just gonna trespass and take down your tower regardless. So I think that we would have 3-crowned him if he had just waited a little bit longer. He had Electro Wizard. He ended up having a Hunter Poison Snowball deck with a building too, but it just wasn't enough. Tower trade every single time you can with this deck, and you will surely get victory. All right, guys, we got a game against Absolute Bacon. So, sir, are you going to be running the Royal Hogs with the Mother Witch, or are you clickbaiting me with your name, bro? What's going on here? So, I want to go for a giant if you decide to spam me, but at this point, I still don't know what you're having, so I'm going to go for my minions. Maybe you'll go for the arrows, and then I can go for a free real estate minion horde on you. I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to go for giant minions at the river because you ended up dedicating a knight. That is a 3 elixir defense, and that is not going to be in the lane that you want. Also, I can freeze this. We've got a giant on the tower. We've got minions, the marvelous minions, walking and parading their way through towards that tower. And this man is a very sad panda. He cycled back to the knight to tank up all the damage, but at what cost, dude? At what cost? A fat 1,500 damage. We are rolling in the dough, and we're actually getting even more damage on the right-hand side. Wow, I guess you are Absolute Bacon, bro. You are quite the scrumptious snack. So I can go for more skeletons in the back, and I still haven't figured out what his win condition is. He still isn't showing me. Could be a balloon cycle deck with Bond Tower here, but I feel like he would have dropped that. I don't know. It's going to go for another giant at the river, and I can focus down the Musketeer with a minion horde. Okay, he's going to fireball that. That's good. Yes, it's going to look like either a graveyard deck with fireball, which is really weird, or it will be a minor balloon fireball deck with Bomb Tower that I haven't seen the likes of in a while, but that's also a stark possibility here. So I'm going to go in for my balloon when I'm given the opportunity to. We don't want to unload with the balloon freeze too early on. We want him to think that we just got like a weird giant freeze deck, and then he'll be shook. He'll be absolutely floored. So I'm going to go and split my skeleton army, so no matter what side he spams with the miner, we will be able to catch it. And he's not going to go for the miner. Okay, dude, I see you. So we're going to go for more skeletons on the left because we want to pile on more damage there, force out most of your elixir, and then maybe we can MacGyver our way through in the right-hand lane. So I'm going to go in for another giant plus minions push, force out a defensive sequence, and then I can bombard him through with the balloon if he goes in for the bomb tower. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what we like to see. So if you go in for a bomb tower, you're going to have to fireball the minion horde, and then you won't have anything for the balloon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the fireball. We're going to balloon immediately. Let's go. Look at that, guys. We're reading this man like a book. We know exactly what he has, and he is completely and utterly shook. So I'm going to go in for our skeletons. We're going to go in for a freeze afterward. Awesome prediction on his end. But, dude, we read you. We destroyed you. We dismantled every single one of your cards like a surgeon, piecing it apart. And honestly, you had no air answers after we destroyed, dismantled your bomb tower, and took away your fireball. So we're going to just cascade through like fireworks here and 3-crown him. He just fireballed the middle of the map because he's like, get me out of this game.
Help! Let me out! Let me out!
Literally made him rage quit. That's what this deck does to people. They don't understand why someone would ever think that freeze giant balloon would be a good thing. And the reason why it's a good thing is no one ever anticipates it. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, and this guy's immediately going to go in for a mortar. So when we see mortar right out of the gate, there is one of two things. It's going to be a bait fast cycle deck with like firecracker wall breakers, or he's going to be running graveyard. So Canacart makes me think that he's going to have the graveyard avenue. And in this type of matchup, it's generally better for us to bait out the mortar and then go and balloon him and say, what's up, dude? Say what's good. So our minion, we can't really freeze with that. I mean, I can, but it's going to give us like 3 hits, and that's not worth it. I'm going to go for a skeleton army at the river. We'll see what's up there. And he's going to expect what our deck is soon. I don't want to reveal our trap card of balloon just yet. We want him to think that we're running a really aggressive miner deck or a graveyard deck. But I don't know anymore. I don't know if this guy is going to fall for our trap card. I'm going to have to arrow this. Oh my gosh. He preemptively poisoned me. This guy is a certified savage. You might even take out my tower from that poison. But at the same time, bro. Oh, no. We're standing strong. 49 HP or 41 HP in the dream, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, if the minion horde destroys the hunter, he loses the game. So that's what I'm talking about. Come on, shut down the hunter. He's got no poison and he's got no tower. So even if you lose a tower, guys, even if you're looking bleak in the game, realize that Giant Balloon has always got your back. When you feel like your back is against the wall, your opponent will be shoved to the floor and they will be in completely and utter chaos.
Teamwork.
So I'm going to go in for a balloon here, follow up with our freeze because he doesn't have hunter in cycle. So I'm thinking we can go for skeletons on top of the mortar. He's going to go in for poison and that's not going to be enough, baby. The balloon's on the tower and we have all the power in the world. So that's going to give us so much damage to the point that all I need is one more balloon connection. That's all I need out here. Okay, so we know the obvious play for him. Graveyard plus Knight and poison whatever bait card I drop. So I'm going to drop my bait cards at the river. I'm not going to drop it with the graveyard defense. Oh, come on, bro. Why are you out here not going in for the graveyards? So this is a little bit grave for me. I think I need to go in for arrows here so then we can get more giant hits. I need to destroy those spear goblins as quickly as possible. Got to puncture those spear goblins parade. We need to make sure that they are very sad pandas. So he's going to graveyard soon. I can almost guarantee that he's going to go in for a poison. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in for a balloon whenever I'm given the opportunity to. I am the 3 crown. So Skeleton Army should be able to shut down his skeleton so he's not able to get the graveyard on that 2 crown. And we're just going to straight up 3 crown, baby. That's what we talk about. When you take 1 tower, dude, you better you know. And you're just going to get everything thrown back in your face like a complete and utter disgrace. And that's actually where we're going to end today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by saucing out a fat thumbs up on the video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, thanks for chilling with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.